Hi everyone, I'm Felipe.
And I'm Lillian.
And we are the Postmodern family.
We are Americans living in the UK, reacting to Great Britain.
We make 5 new videos a week, so hit that subscribe button now. In this episode, we're going to react to a set of images. Believe it or not, the first images ever taken of British soldiers. And we're just gonna give our commentary over that. Okay, so I am fascinated by the different poses and faces people make in early photography compared to current photography.
Okay.
Hopefully it comes out close to Remembrance Sunday, and we thank you for all the sacrifices. Reading the orders of the day to soldiers of the 42nd Regiment, 1846. So these are Scottish soldiers.
Wow.
Notice it will be a theme that you see here. Not a single smile.
I thought that was out of necessity because the photos took so long.
Okay, here's again of the 42nd Highland Regiment in 1846. How long was the exposure time?
It was like 30 seconds or something. Long.
You could smile for 30 seconds.
He's kind of smiling. He's smiling too.
No, I don't think so. I think he's squinting. Again, 1846.
See,
so
moving.
Is that a woman?
Look at how much they're moving. Yeah, see? They couldn't get the baby and the woman still for the photo.
Yeah. 1843. See, look, no smile. And looking to the side, not directly at the camera.
It's the same pose.
With the hand and
the thumb, yeah.
The thumb.
I wonder what the thumb is about.
But head straight.
Are his eyes open or closed?
I don't know. I mean, if the exposure is long.
Maybe he blinked.
See, some of these are fuzzy.
Blurry, yeah. Just worn. The cello and a violin.
Look at that. He doesn't look happy.
You don't have to look happy, do you?
That's what I'm saying. And he's holding some. What fingering is it? What chord is he holding there?
I don't think he is. I think he's just resting his hand.
Usually. But that's not a resting position with the bow that way.
No.
See, if you can hold that and that, you can certainly hold a smile.
Really?
I think so.
Is he smiling?
It's hard to tell. I don't think so.
Man, that looks like a painted portrait or drawn.
Like a pencil?
Yeah.
So these are all in the 1840s. Again, there's a thumb, but look at that. This is very serious, no nonsense kind of. Like these guys, they've seen a serious life. There isn't a lot of humor in it. It's a furrowed brow, a scowl. It also reminds me of Roman portraits, busts, where the Roman is looking serious and straight.
Yeah, I don't think I know of any busts with a smile.
Exactly.
That would be weird.
Yeah. This is like the very beginning of photography. So somehow they got this. Is it from paintings where they got that? You do a profile look there. You know how movies originally tried to be like musical theater or drama.
Yeah.
So you have this natural progression from an older art into a newer. You don't have like a clean break, invent from scratch. So are these people posing as they would pose for a painting?
Yeah, for a painting. That makes sense.
And notice that you rarely see paintings even with smiles from the centuries before.
I mean, that would take a long time to hold.
But you see paintings with people scowling and people having other facial expressions.
Probably easier.
So what's your general feeling about how people should pose for photos?
It depends on what you want the person to see and to think about you. So they often say if you want to be cast in a movie or whatever, that they're looking for a specific kind of look. You wouldn't. And same thing with an audition. Same thing. You wouldn't come dressed as a different part and wanting to get. So it's what is the purpose of the photo? And I think the purpose of these photos is these soldiers want to be captured as the men that they are, that they want to be known as serious and...
I don't think it's just that they want to be known. I think that they probably were like that more so than... If you look at... there are people who do commentary on pictures and what they inadvertently reveal.
Right.
For example, people will say that if you're a man and all your social media is full... The majority of the pictures on there are full of you smiling. That says something versus another individual whose pictures are all serious. You really don't see the advent of smiling until our time, later 20th century, like 60s, 70s.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think you see, even when you see early video footage of people, black and white and color, you don't see smiling.
I don't know. Like, weren't the Stooges, or wasn't Charlie Chaplin?
That's a comedic act. I'm saying documentary style, where someone just goes out with a camera.
I don't think I know of any documentaries.
Not official documentary, but it's just someone who happens to have a camera and they're videoing a natural scene of a street or a village or something. What I'm trying to get at is I think because of the ease of accessibility of photography now, a lot of people spend a lot of time manufacturing an image. And for some reason, they most often try to manufacture an image of smiling, of a happy life.
But you're saying they didn't used to. That's what you're saying?
Where I'm wondering, is it a consequence of the ease of accessibility and the ease of manufacturing an image for yourself that all the smiling has come about? Or is it also a decline of seriousness and gravitas in culture?
Maybe it is, because they say that you don't want... Like, one of the sayings that they used to say to women is you don't want to be seen as a silly girl or a silly woman. So they didn't encourage women to smile very much, and pretty much only to smile at someone that you want to marry you. They didn't want you to come off as flirtatious or silly. And that's totally changed. And I would say from the flapper era, so the 1920s onward, then you have the women's rights movement, and then women really changing how much skin they show, and then their persona and how they're viewed.
Because they do say an old teaching for boys would be that no one will take you seriously if you smile all the time. And the less you say, the more serious you'll be taken. So if you think of a conference room or a meeting or something, and the guy who says little and smiles little is usually the one people wonder and take seriously. And so there's this whole idea of the image you portray on the basis of your smiling and talkativeness. I think it's just interesting. What does it mean about society that most of our photography now, most of our selfiness is all smiles, and no one really contemplates or tries to do those sorts of serious type?
I think it's an effort to emasculate society, to be honest. If you're seen as someone who doesn't smile, then you're seen as a danger to society, and maybe too aggressive or just mean. And nobody wants to be labeled any of those words. So,
like, think of Tom Cruise. He's always smiling, isn't he?
No, he's not.
Whenever not in his movies.
Oh.
I'm saying in
photos of him.
In talk shows. When he's interviewed.
Okay. Yeah, he has a big smile.
Yeah. I mean, he's a serious guy making big money and everything, and everyone takes him seriously. But
if he didn't smile, more like a Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Sean Connery was seen as like a misogynist.
Yeah.
Because he didn't smile as much. But I don't know.
But male actor, who doesn't smile so much? Who's that guy?
That Robert Pattinson guy. He's very moody.
I'm thinking of the guy from that movie you like. It's a British movie where he's a lord and he's got his wife locked up in the house because she's insane.
Oh, his name is a really cool name. Michael Fassbender.
Michael Frostbender?
Fassbender.
Yeah. I wonder if he, for some reason I get the impression he doesn't smile a lot in like red carpet events.
No, he does, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He does.
Is Brad Pitt less smiley?
Yeah, he's less smiley.
Whereas George Clooney smiles all the time.
He smiles all the time, yeah.
And I can't take George Clooney seriously.
Yeah, not very many people can.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, that's my commentary. Thanks so much for watching this episode. We hope you enjoyed it. If you are a serviceman, we thank you for your service. Drop us a link to your pictures of your regiment or pictures of your group, pictures of yourself in uniform. That would be great. Thanks for watching.
Bye!